You know, it was working just fine for the last stinking hour. And then as soon as I try to actually do something more than watch crap with it, just boom, dead. I don't know if it just doesn't handle complexity well, or if it's the time of day. Like, I need to, I might need to find a different time of day to stream. I feel like these things get worse around noon. Like, they happen at any time, but noon just seems to be bad. Might have to do like Max suggested and switch to CenturyLink. So anyway, I purchased that intuition gem and slotted it in my little medallion thingy. Also, hello Civ. Welcome to the land of the living. Or at least the land of not lurking. My bit rate is still reading as garbage, so I don't have high hopes for being able to continue on here.
You look like you have something on your mind. What's the matter?
Have you seen Dawnstar?
No, she hasn't been this way. I've been testing the balance on some new practice blades that came in with Vendo's new shipment, so I might have missed her.
Gao has killed a student, and now Dawnstar is missing. It was actually the other order, but, you know.
Gao killed someone? And I let him go past here without questioning him? I'm an old fool. I wished I'd looked to see what he was dragging. He was heading towards the gate. The only place he could get to on foot is the swamp. That bog is full of bandits, and who knows what else. Despite that, it still seems the most likely place. He'll be slowed down by that load. You could still catch him if you hurry.
Wait, are you saying that Mediacom sells DLC? I'm not surprised. There's no time to waste. I need to find Gao.
To you.
Ah, it's a focus shrine. Here I thought it was just some sort of blacksmith thing.
It's a bit of a shame what happened to the guard here. The fool got in the way of Gao the Lesser. The young master thought you might come after him, so he left us here to slow you down. You were lucky against those bandits, but we're not so easy to push around.
If you dogs turn tail, I might not bother to chase you down.
You aren't even scared, are you? Trained soldiers threatening you and you aren't even blinking. No wonder Gao the Lesser didn't want to face you. If you want to go after him, just go. It's not worth fighting with you.
Oh, my head feels like a war drum, and the battle did not go in the Empire's favor. What happened? I was speaking with Gao, that spoiled little noisy cricket. He hit me without cause.
You're lucky to be alive. Gao murdered a student on his way to you.
That repulsive? I wish I'd known ahead of time. You know, before he hit me. Gate guards, we're an unappreciated lot. I'm sorry about that, student. I truly am.
Did he have Dawnstar with him?
I didn't see her. He was dragging a large sack, and I asked if he needed help. He said no, just the key to the gate, and then he conjured this ball of flame around his hand. I don't really remember what happened next. I might have passed out. No one's ever threatened me before.
Wait, so did he hit you, or did you just faint? I don't know if you were here earlier, Civ, but we'd talked to this guy during the bandit attack. When I say earlier, I mean like 7 days ago. During the bandit attack, this guy fully admitted that he has absolutely no combat training, and he only took the position of gate guard because it sounded easy, as the place never got attacked. Oh, did you at least see where he went?
There's only one place he could have gone if he left the village. The path leads past the fields to the swamps. What did he do? Why would he resort to attacking me just to leave the village?
Did he attack you, or did he just do a parlor trick and then you fainted? I feel like it's better if I don't tell this guy what's going on. Never mind, just let me pass.
You're on his trail, are you? Alright, get moving. He has a head start, but there's only one path. I don't know why he did what he did, but I hope you put him in his place. Good luck.
Spirit font, don't need that. Good to remember it's there, though. Yay, swamp. Uh-oh. It's a goose. The most dangerous of predators. Be very careful. Oh, wait. Nope. Just a crane. Never mind.
Quit crying, fool. Oh,
My poor Fen, what have you done to her?
who's there? More of Gao's soldiers? I'm through.
This is a good camera angle. Still not sure about the green stars on the minimap. It seems like they mark locations of interest, but there frequently seems to not actually be anything of note when I get to them. I don't know. In what way would you say this reminds you of Fable?
Gone. She's gone. They took her away, my beautiful Fen, my flower of the fields. Please, my name is Hing, and you must help me. My Fen is so delicate, she will chafe under a bandit's yoke.
Well, this is a BioWare game. I guess I'll take your guys' word for it. I don't know, the thing that is most notable about Fable to me is the terrible character art with the horrifically disproportionate hands and feet that just makes games like that nigh on unplayable for me. I have lost someone as well. Did they have anyone else with them?
These reeds hide so many thieves. You could walk right past the camp and not see it. There's no telling where they took your friend. Or my fen. I knew we were getting too close to the marshes. Why was I so foolish? Of course these thieves would strike at my beautiful fen. I can't leave without her. They'll work her to death or eat her or worse. Can you do anything? Please?
So I'm guessing this is this guy's water buffalo? If I see her, I will do what I can.
I thank you. And my fen will thank you when she is returned to me. My precious flower of the fields. I can't leave without her.
How would you work a pig? Do pigs do work? Well, I guess they find truffles. Are there truffles in China? I guess it's a moot point. It's not actually China.
I am no common bandit. I've been hunted by far worse than you.
Are you suggesting that it's a pig of the night?
Hold your attack, young student. I am not your enemy. This was a misunderstanding.
You misunderstood those guys pretty hard. You fought without mercy. Why should I trust you?
They attacked and were overmatched. If I let them go, they might return a greater threat. You must know this simple tactic. I've seen you training in your village.
My name is Zhu. I have been called Sagacious Zhu, if you prefer a title. It's a name I share with the first emperor, Sagacious Tien.
I'm going to call you pretentious jackass. I'm in a hurry. Someone was taken from the village by Gao the Lesser.
No wonder you came out here as you did. You're looking to rescue someone. You probably gave no thought to your own safety. That is very selfless of you. I tend to think more efficiently. I did hear something about a camp. They seem to be killing bandits so they won't be disturbed. There wasn't much more. I just wanted some peace and quiet.
You must know the swamp well. Can you lead me in the right direction?
No, I'm not interested in looking for trouble. I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. As bad as this is, you're better off without my help.
Well, if you see a student named Dawnstar, at least show her how to get out of here.
Dawnstar? I am familiar with that name. But I still can't. I've spent a long time avoiding trouble. I don't want to go looking for it now. I'm sorry. Wait. Dawnstar, your friend should not suffer because of my reluctance. A group of men went to the north. They had a large pack that was giving them trouble. That may be where their camp is. There's no way to leave the marsh in that direction. Not on foot, anyway. I will show you. It is easy to get lost.
Now, Punch. People of renowned beauty don't have to be like that to have their name get around. You can have a bunch of creepy dudes perched on the gutters watching you at all times, you know. Being a beautiful person myself, I'm familiar with the problem. You changed your mind when I mentioned Dawnstar? Why? Have you been perched on the gutters? Are you being creepy?
I can refuse some fool determined to get lost in the swamp, but I doubt your friend earned her fate. Gao the Lesser shouldn't get such a prize without a fair fight. Now come, we have some catching up to do. We'll find them. Like I said, they can't get out in that direction. Not on foot.
Your assistance is welcome.
I will try not to make you regret it. Your task is probably complicated enough as it is. Let's go. The main camp is to the north, but there are soldiers all around this area. If you want to find trouble, let's do it quickly.
I did some follow-up on that call from last night, Punch. Turned out to be a 17-year-old girl with an industrial-strength case of boredom that was just punching in the area code for like the local regional cell phones and then randomly entering the last 4 numbers. Bestiary, Volume 1, Ogres. These curious beasts are not always as dangerous as their looks might imply. Those who confront one of these hulking monstrosities should treat them with caution, however, for despite the ogre's obvious skill at making weapons and armor, they are little more than wild animals. Although ogres are typically resistant to earth and air magic, fire and ice do significant damage to them, and weapons are usually effective against their thick hides. Yeah, that's ellipses. Seems about right. Ah, frickin' monkey. Can I kick the monkey? Hate monkeys. You know, I got her name, and I don't wonder if she hadn't been at my facility when I was working human services still. It's just like, oh boy. This is just what I need.
Your quarry is based
Former students randomly calling me up.
Right and left, but I doubt one is any safer than the other.
Well, there's a couple of guys. Need to go north, though, and this is dog-legging west. Is there a more direct path here?
Shouldn't killing outlaws yield some good silver? All I found is this troublesome creature, and she won't do a thing I say. Her last keeper trained her too well. If we can't get any work out of her, I want her cut and carved for tomorrow. If I have to be out here on Gao's little errand, at least I can be well fed. Look out! It must be more bandits! Get them!
Wait, was that actually a woman? Because I was totally expecting that pig we were talking about earlier.
Thank you for saving me. I was getting tired of catering to these fools. I thought I was saved when they killed the bandits that raided my husband's wagon, but these soldiers were no better. You have my gratitude.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember cannibalism being a thing in Chinese folklore. At least not that big of a thing. I am looking for Fen.
Fen? You have come this far for Fen? Did Hing send you here without even mentioning my name?
Oh dear, this will be unpleasant for someone.
I am Xinghua. These animals made me cook for them, clean up their filth. And Hing sent you for the flower. I will kill him.
You aren't the flower of the fields that Hing mentioned?
No, but she is here. Oh yes, just over here. Let me present her to you. Fen, come!
I was right.
My
It
flower.
was a water buffalo.
You are safe. I knew this great fighter would save you. I couldn't leave without you. The cart needs your strength to pull it.
I am safe as well, Hing. Or did you forget I was missing?
Oh, there you are, my dear. I'm glad you did not come to harm.
But you are more concerned about the ox, I see.
Have either of you seen a man named Gao?
Gao? One of the soldiers said someone with that name is at a camp to the far north. Of course, he may have been speaking of someone more important. Perhaps the camp goat.
I prayed for your safe return, dear, but the cart will not move itself.
You will be lucky if I don't make you pull it while the ox rides. She is clearly important enough. Come, leave any of our stolen silver as reward for our savior. I value my own life at least that much. Someone has to.
Yes, dear.
Do I have to slaughter that thing for you to show me some attention?
No, dear.
Are you lying again?
No, dear.
Are you listening to me?
No, dear.
Ooh boy.
It looks like the soldiers have taken control from the bandits who normally rule here. I'm not sure it's an improvement.
Yeah, I don't know, Punch would be the expert on that.
Look! More bandits creeping into the camp! Get them!
You are weak!
Who needs combos? Just rock those Canadian combos. One hit. One hit. One hit.
What? Who? No, wait. I don't want any more trouble.
Fine, just tell me what I want to know.
Yes, I can do that. Whatever you want.
Who put you up to this?
Gao! Gao the Lesser, I mean. His father would be furious if he knew. But we have to do most of what the boy says.
What is this machine here that I personally didn't actually notice, but my character did? What does it do?
What? The mosquito. It flies and carries people through the air. I swear it's true. You've never seen that kind of thing out here on the borderlands. But Gao has inventors that can make all kinds of things. Don't ask me to fly it, though. Gao himself carries the crystal that powers it.
Where is Gao? He has taken my friend.
Who? The woman. She got loose from the sack and ran into the cave. Would have been safer out here with us.
That cave is home to both toad demons and ogres, and both are in a foul temper from fighting over the space. Running in there is like moving from the claws to the fangs.
We refused to go after her, so Gao went himself.
Why did he kidnap Dawnstar?
I don't know. He just said it was very important that he get her tonight. He brought a few groups of us over for it. We didn't take her. We made Gao do that himself. I know we shouldn't have let him talk us into any of this, but he doubled our pay. It was just one woman. Compared to some things, well, all I'll say is that this wasn't the worst thing done by a Gao lately.
What do you mean?
Look, that's all I can say.
Just let me go. I won't be any more trouble for you. If I go back to Gao's father, I'll be killed as a failure.
A reasonable punishment. Gao has some things right.
By my grandfather, I won't get in your way again. I swear.
Get out of here. I'll follow Gao into the cave.
You are far too generous with your mercy.
Thank you. You won't see me again.
If he comes back with friends, we will simply face them in the field, because we are not cowards, Zoo. Okay. So the stars are points of interest. I just don't know what they are unless I come into this map. How'd the rest of the Xenoblade stream go last night, Punch? Well, as long as it was reasonable. Oh, that's right, I have a magic style now. I feel like you're blitzing through that pretty fast. Need 6 points for that. Only have 5. Might just hang on to all these points. That would be 3 points, and that would be unattainable. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hang on to my points and continue to buff my unarmed damage. Oh, don't you love it when you spawn more enemies than what you can handle? It's always fun. See, I've got a feeling I might actually need a little bit of magic here, so we'll beef that one. But otherwise continue to stick with the game plan of big body. Only the biggest of bodies. You know, I'm not even sure how to utilize the Heavenly
If your
Wave.
friend is in danger, we should not waste time talking.
Like, I know that it's supposed to be able to, like, slow down opponents, but I'm not sure exactly how I do that with it. I might leave this on and start with it and see what buttons do the next time I get into a fight. Yeah, I don't know. You're tempting me to break my Wii U back out again and give that another shot. Ooh. That was just excessive.
Collapse the way out! When I catch you, woman, you will be sorry.
It's always someone else's fault, isn't it, Gao? This is your mess. I didn't make you kidnap me.
Your friend is doing a good job of frustrating Gao into carelessness. That will work in your favor, but it also means we have to follow them by a different route. Be careful. That means fresh enemies for us. These caves harbor strange creatures.
We talking like centipedes? I will totally take you up on that offer, Punch. I do actually have my Wii U right here. I just don't have it hooked up. Well, let's try this heavenly wave thing.
White demon.
Ooh. Okay.
Heavenly wave. White demon.
Okay, so I just did light attack, and it did something with the heavenly wave. I'm not sure if that was the slowdown effect or not. Ah! High focus increases your chance of avoiding damage from traps by evading. I see. The phosphorescent fungus. Everyone's favorite trick for not having to deal with lighting in caves.
White demon. Heavenly wave. Resist me, white demon.
Yeah, immune. Okay, that's nice. Zoo, why are you just sitting there? I realize I have you set to support, but you're going to have to explain to me what the sitting does to help the team. Yep, found that pig you were looking for. Wait. Oh, there's a middle path. Okay. I was like, I feel like I just ran out of options for directions to go.
I never had cause to enter these caves. Gao will have to pay for this inconvenience.
White demon.
Yes, okay, I get it, Zoo. You're the dark side character. Oh, wow. No hit stun there. Woo! Yeah, let's It's always a good idea to level up as soon as you have enough XP to do so. Yeah, I did level up, guys. And I have so many hit points. Things are still 2 and 3 shotting. Also just suffering from control scheme. That's not the direction I want to go. Oop, saw a thing. Bones. Inferior intimidation. Well, glad I didn't buy that one earlier. Yeah, the no-hit stun is going to be a problem on those guys.
Your friend is doing...
White demon!
Like my bare-handed damage is high enough that I'm pretty much taking everything down in a single light combo. Let's go ahead and lock in a save here, just so we don't have to look at those cutscenes yet again.
I never had cause to enter these caves. Gao will have to pay for this inconvenience.
Ice shard! White demon! Staff!
Yeah, get him, Zoo. Man, 0 hit stun. Does not care. Oh, Toad Demon is a style. Hold down the slot you want to change. Selecting the style you want from the map. Interesting. Oh, they could have done a better job with their item pop-ups. Like, little noise to indicate you actually got something. The controls are not great. Movement is very... primary directions. It's just like left, right, up, down. Not a lot of, well, when I say not a lot of, there's basically no diagonals going on here. Like, I've really got to be trying to manage a diagonal. There's 0 animation canceling on any sort of attack. Like, if you start a combo string, you gotta finish it.
I swear, Dawnstar, my patience is running thin. No!
No! Not you. Anyone but you. What are you doing here?
Chasing a fool. Did you think you could get away with this?
It seems Gao doesn't think much about anything.
I understand more than you. I did you a favor, but you are too stupid to know a good thing when you're in its grasp.
Being kidnapped was a good thing? You have an odd view of what it takes to impress a woman.
Fools! You'd be dead if it wasn't for me. Everything you have is gone. My father will see to that.
It does have a lot of similarities to the Souls games, but worse. Like, the movement is worse. Like, Souls games, you can only dodge in the cardinal directions, but you can at least, like, walk diagonally and whatnot. There is animation canceling in Souls games. Like, if you're mashing out a combo, it's gonna fire off as many hits as you mash, but, like, when you complete an attack, there's always a delayed recovery time at the end of the attack that can be canceled out of with a dodge. That is not the case here. You have to eat the full recovery time. What are you talking about, Gao?
You'll see. Death comes from above to ferret out your hidden master and his real name. Dawnstar was the only thing I wanted to save, and what thanks do I get? Nothing. So be it. I'll just kill you all and forget your pitiful little village ever existed.
What have you done, Gao?
You'll see. You've already lost no matter what happens here. You'll see. I'll make you see.
I don't want to fight you again, Gao. Especially because it sounds like your dad is the real problem here, and you're probably just as sick of your dad as everyone else is.
You don't have a choice. I won't let you walk away this time.
You couldn't beat me alone. Now Dawnstar is with me.
He has earned my ire as well as yours. I will help if I can.
It doesn't matter to me. Master Li isn't here to restrict how I fight. I'll kill you both in time to see the red sky over your village.
White Demon, Heavenly Wave. White Demon.
Yeah, how'd I know? Oh, jeez. It's a transformation style.
White Demon.
Out of that.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. I'm not sure why Gao thought he would get away with this. He had to know that someone in the village would come for me, although I suspected it would be you.
Look, I didn't do it because I want to be your boyfriend. I just did it because Master told me to. I would have done the same for any of the students.
Oh, well, your loyalty to us is very welcome. You wouldn't want this mess with Gao to disrupt our lessons. And who is this? I must thank your new acquaintance for his help as well.
Sagacious Zoo. You don't owe me anything. I just helped your young friend through the swamp.
Sagacious Zoo. Well, I am grateful. I don't know what Gao meant by saying he was doing me a favor. How could dragging me here be beneficial?
I'm pretty sure they're napalming the village as we speak. I don't know, but I think we should head back to the village.
Agreed. I want Master Li to know that we are both safe. It's too bad, though. He wanted to reach Gao. I'm sure of it. Gao just seemed to get more and more bitter. He didn't respond well to discipline. It's too bad.
Zoo, head for the entrance. Dawnstar and I will clear the rest of the cave.
I will wait by Gao's flyer. He can't object now.
I have received gentle persuasion. I'm not sure if that's sarcastic. Save scum. I also want to know what that gem does. Gentle persuasion. Oh, geez. Intimidation +5, body and spirit +1. The Jung family was well respected in the Imperial City and had a tradition of dedicating their lives to public service. They served as town guards and city officials for many generations. They were renowned for their force of personality, able to get what they wanted from others through reputation and physical presence. Passed down from father to son through each generation was an heirloom, a simple gem that was always prominently worn. The gem, Gentle Persuasion, was eventually gambled away by an unlucky heir, and the fates conspired to disgrace the family shortly after. Let's go ahead and swap that out with the warrior gem. I'll keep the mind +2 gem in. Actually a little upset that we killed him. I feel like we could have brought him around to our side by just insisting that we'd kick the crap out of his dad. Hiya! Oh, now I'm picking up more items that I have to examine. It's the eye of the viper, it's the thrill of the fight. Players found one of the 3 scrolls for the viper style. Can't use it unless you get 2 more. One of the 3 meditation doctrines required to withstand the physiological demands of training the Viper fighting style. The aspirant must possess and study all 3, safely attempt. Viper corrupts the user's chi to achieve a toxic effect in an opponent, but if applied incorrectly, it is more dangerous to the attacker. The aspirant must train to see nerve clusters, not impact points. Hardened muscle can resist and reflect poisoned energy, leaving the untrained with an imbalance that can be fatal. So it's Poison Fist. Was that literally the rest of the cave? Yeah, collapsed tunnel, toad cave. Yep. Feel like anytime somebody tells you that you have the option of just getting out of there, you should just say no, because there's always loot where you're at.
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you took that much of a risk getting to me. Thank you.
I enjoyed it. It was real, not like the gentle sparring at the school.
You weren't always so cold. I guess it helped you here. I heard Gao tell his men to attack anyone who approached. His mercenaries didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. I don't... Wait. Do you hear something?
Sounds like napalm.
There are so many. Where are they coming from?
You should be more concerned with where they are going. You may have won a victory over Gao the Lesser, but it looks like he put things in motion that have outlived him.
What? What do you mean?
These machines have weapons. They drop casks that explode on impact. There will be soldiers on the ground as well.
Was that what Gao meant? He said something about death coming from above for Master Li.
He kidnapped you so you wouldn't get caught in the attack?
It doesn't matter. We have to get back. The students, everyone will need our help.
Walk away, Dawnstar. You won't get there in time. Better to avert your eyes than see something you care about fall to ruin. Save yourself the pain.
We have to try. There has to be a way.
This machine of Gao's, do you know how to make it work? Could you fly it?
I doubt there are two people in the Empire that know how they work. It's a baffling combination of magic and artifice.
How do you know so much about it?
I've seen this kind of attack before. The tools used are different, but it's the same kind of destruction.
So you don't really know?
If you actually cared about the safety of this machine, you wouldn't be about to fly it into a swarm of enemies. What guarantee do you want? There is a handle attached to something like the reins of an ox yoke. You move it left and right, forward and back. It should swim through the air fairly smoothly.
So it's like flying a swimming ox? Well, that helps.
Will you come to help us, Zhu? You seem to have a good heart.
If you are intent on returning, I will accompany you. I've already done more than I wanted, but I could not avoid this forever.
You are an interesting person, sagacious Zhu. Your eyes hold a great sadness that is oddly familiar to me, but I don't know why.
We're wasting time. If we are going, let's go.
Agreed. There are greater things to worry about. I hope we are not too late.
What the heck is this?
You have to hurry.
I didn't realize there was going to be a shmup in this game.
This is worse than I thought.
The town.
Okay, this is just bananas. I'm calling shenanigans.
No! This can't be!
It is what I expected. I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone.
We will find survivors. There has to be someone left.
I hope you are right. Master Li wouldn't let this happen, not without a fight.
Do what you can together. We will meet in the heart of your school.
Radiant Aura. Okay, what is that? Seriously, what is that? Senator techniques. No, structure body. Blah, blah, blah. I seriously do not know what that meant at all. Hmm. Ah, flyer. Radiant Aura, flyer equipment. Temporary shield that absorbs and inflicts a moderate amount of damage. Chi cost for the Radiant Aura is moderate. Good lord. So, I guess this shmup thing is going to be recurring. Strange genre mashing.
No. It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Cal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
White demon.
There will be no survivors. Maybe they're just two very similar sounding voice actors. You don't know.
The school, burning. Every spring, I planted flowers, one for each student. Now everything, everyone is gone. Don't let it be true.
Your denial is not helpful, Dawnstar. Yeah, get him, Kwame.
Keep going. There are others in the school. I'll look to the villagers and save as many as I can. Go!
Glad I got you that poultice.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Monster, you'll pay for this slaughter.
But that's what the rest of your fellows said too. Just before their heads hit the ground. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Yes, but could the rest of the students do this? Did I just get bodied? You just cannot take a lot of damage in this, even with high body
A couple of
stat.
these pitiful students.
White demon.
Okay, you dirty backstabber.
Your style is superior.
Oh, okay. Immediately into next fight. Well, it would be real great if I knew what you were actually doing back here, Dawnstar. Have you taken too much damage? Is that what that means?
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. They'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black, with fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be alright, just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
Wu mentioned a woman giving orders. What about her?
A lieutenant, perhaps. Death's Hand leads all others. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
Let's not divulge too much. Gao must have known. Did he say anything to you, Dawnstar?
Gao raved about a lot of things, like hearing Master Li tell you that he was the glorious strategist. What does it mean?
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students.
Wouldn't you recognize him? You must have seen him when visiting the village.
I stayed on the outskirts. I saw him at a distance a couple of times, but had no reason to look past the beard for a man 20 years dead. I had other interests. It doesn't matter. I know enough about the glorious strategist to say he would not have made these mistakes. And I know far too much about the Lotus Assassins. I was one.
That explains your unwillingness to come here. You recognized a familiar tactic.
It doesn't matter.
No, he is right to question me. I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
We need to figure out how and why Gao triggered this.
I doubt I could change your resolve even if I wanted to. Perhaps I can at least try to point you in a productive direction. If you wish to pursue this, we should head to the heart of the Empire, the Imperial City.
Why? What is there?
Gao the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers in the Imperial City.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Yes, I am still curious about you, Lotus Assassin.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tien's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
It's outdoors. The smoke's just going up into the air harmlessly. This route is plagued with enemy ships. What do you want to do? I'd rather not engage in a shmup battle. Oh dear, we have been observed. Also, nothing about Kwaman, who was going to help the villagers. Good job, guys.
That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm fine. Dawnstar, are you okay?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
We weren't traveling far. I thought we could reach Tien's Landing safely without one. Obviously, I was wrong.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things
We
are even
crashed
worse
our
than that.
flyer.
Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again.
Thank you. Things just keep getting better and better, don't they?
Not to further darken your mood, but flyers and wind maps are rare, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them.
I don't plan on being stuck here for long. I'll figure something out.
I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Okay, let's go check out the town. Zoo, you come with me.
Very well, although I do not like the thought of remaining here for long. I sense something. This place is tainted. Something bad happened here.
Like a plane crash?
Yes, we crashed our flyer and almost died.
Thank you.
No, it's something else. I'm sure it's nothing. Hurry, there has to be a safer place for us to camp than this.
Zoo gets me. Chapter 2, wherein the fall of Dirge is detailed. The woman in black speaks of Death's Hand, and Gao the Greater learns the fate of his son. Two Rivers is in ruins, and Master Li has been taken captive. It is clear that this attack was carefully orchestrated, and that shadowy forces have taken an interest in you and those around you. Leaving your home of 20 years, you set out after Death's Hand and his Lotus assassins, intent on discovering the reasons behind this assault. Let's see. We did get a level. Let's boost our chi another slot and continue to beef body. Alright, 10 style points. Excelente. Boost that damage. And buff that speed. Let's see. Toad Demon details. Transformation style. Removes negative effects such as slow or paralysis, but takes forever to get into and out of. Drains chi. Toad demons might not be the most highly respected demons, but this style proves that they are not to be trifled with. A warrior using this style takes the hulking form of the deadly Toad Demon, complete with the demon's clawed flippers and its punishing tongue attack. This form also makes the martial artist immune to all support styles, just like the Toad Demon itself.
I don't think we're alone. Something does not rest easy.
Jeez, why has everybody got bad feelings? It's not like this is the worst day of our lives or anything.
My body is healed.
Ghosts?
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder. hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned.
It's not nice to stare,
This
fellas.
is all that will save you in the end.
Easy there. You fell flat on your face after the fight. Are you prone to that sort of thing?
Yes, I suffer from apoplexies. Never mind, let's just get moving.
Very well. Where you choose to take a nap is your business. I know a clearing just outside of Tien's Landing where we can set up camp. The flyer will be safe enough if we leave it here. It's not going to get any worse, that's for certain. Just cross the bridge and head south. Let's get going.
I mean, if a dude ain't gonna talk about it, what are you gonna do? Strap him down and torture him? 'Cause I would. Cheap, dirty fighting. And with this. Let me check zoo settings quick. Deal extra damage with weapon style. You know, I don't need his support, so let's just switch him to attack. So I really don't use a weapon, so having extra weapon damage, not useful. So I should probably make sure nothing else came out of that headstone. Nope. Pillars of Eternity has a lot of miniature comas. Like the protagonist in that also sees spirits. And he just, like, goes slack-jawed and just stares into nothing like an idiot when he's doing it. So everybody in the party is always just like, dude, are you okay? Bro, you're just, like, zoning out there. You need some help? What have we here? Do we go that way, or do we cut west? Actually, is west even an option? Stupid monkey. Why can't I kick the monkeys? Bad game design. Well, it looks like that is in fact a dead end. Yeah, I know I always like taking orders from someone who suffers from narcolepsy.
White demon. Your weakness ends in death.
Like the little simultaneous dodge there. Yeah. I have seen pillars sitting in your request board. Honestly, the thought has occurred to me to either do, like, Pillars or Solasta, Crown of the Magister, for you guys at some point, and do what I did with Draken, where I have each one of the regulars make a character. No, I agree completely. Like, this is, like, RPG light, because it's, you know, largely an action game, but this is also a pretty lengthy endeavor, I reckon, and yeah. Doing big games is big scary. The thing with Pillars that makes it extra scary is there is precious little voice acting in those games. Both Pillars 1 and 2. Like, the primary characters will get a little bit here and there, but there is a lot of reading going on.
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
It's not that the reading could be boring, it's that you're gonna be doing a lot of it. If you're actually gonna, like, convey the dialogue, you're gonna be doing a ton of reading aloud. You could, like, shorthand it for people, and that would probably make it better, but there is a crap ton of dialogue in those games, so, like, you better get out your opera singer throat spray and really brace yourself. What do you know of Gao the Greater?
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
Nice hit, Zoo.
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
I am not in league with Gao or the Lotus Assassins.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
When you say rearrange barrels, are you talking about just, like, getting elemental barrels into place to use them? Are you talking about the trick where you put barrels into each other so that you have an item that weighs 1,000,000 pounds and then you use telekinesis to lift it and drop it on everything? This is why I must face him to avenge the dead.
Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Yeah, I don't even know as the enemy finds a way to use the barrels so much as they just take collateral damage and then turn into AoEs of horribleness. Ooh, left or right, left or right. I feel like we've been going north, so let's try south and see if we find any goodies. Oh, nope, that's Tien's Landing. Let's go the other way and see if we find any goodies. I have found goats. Excellent. Just what I was after. You guys seem friendly.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed.
Who are you?
Soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's Hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Whoa, I haven't actually entered. Jeez, like, settle down with the execution of your orders there, big guy.
Ice shard. White demon.
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier.
You appear to be wearing a chest plate.
Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army.
Ah, press ganging. I am familiar with it. I have decided to let you live.
Thank you, noble one. You are most merciful, and I honor you. My whole family honors you.
I want to ask some questions.
I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear.
Are you as bad as other gate guards that I may know? What were they searching for?
I don't know. I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins.
Do you know anything about these ruins?
No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tien's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search.
Tell me about the Lotus assassins.
They are evil. Pure evil. They forced me to serve them. They would have killed me if I disobeyed. I had no choice but to guard this door while they searched the ruins.
Go. Leave here and never return. Although, I don't know why I should insist upon that. You can basically do whatever you like.
Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
The blue hand must be light side points. I think I recognize that symbol.
Make your way south across the bridge and onto Tien's Landing.
I was attempting to make my way into this cask, but apparently it's not openable. We'll probably have to tackle this at some point. Whew. Silk strings. Why does it look like a diamond? Greater Warrior's Gem of Fate. I am intrigued. Greatly increased chance of health power-ups. Body -5. Seems bad. Will, however, take the opportunity to save since I'm in the menu. Alright, let's head to Tien's Landing. Wait! Oh, now I can get into it? Oh, really? For 2 silver. Totally worth it.
There you are. I'm sorry, I didn't want to wait back there any longer. I don't think anything will hurt the flyer. It's plenty hurt already. I found this gem in the wreckage. I'm not sure what it was attached to, but I'm sure you can use it for something.
Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again.
Unless you need me, I will stay here at this new camp. It seems safe enough, and it may as well serve as a base for us.
You received good fortune. Intuition +5, mind and spirit up 1. Master gambler Wu Pin was the scourge of betting houses across the Empire. Rumor has it that one would never know he was present until it was too late, because he would always lose every single game until the very end, when he would reach into his pocket and finger his lucky gem, which would bolster his intuition and bring him victory in the final and most expensive gamble. Well, that can totally replace our +2 intuition gem. Yeah, let me take a look at Dawn Stars.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Support recovers your chi. Now see, that could be useful. But is it as useful as having an attacker? Yeah, we'll We'll bring her along for a little bit anyway.
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
She's right, Zoo. More killing won't bring our friends back.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Like your humanity, Zoo? Huh? You can't see, but I'm waggling my eyebrows. Goats. Do I want to go to the damn site, or was that where I just was? The way they decide to load you into new areas is kind of disorienting. They seem to just pop you in facing random directions based on whoever they want you to talk to in cutscene. Then it's kind of like I don't know if I'm facing forward or backward. Like I know when we entered the Toad Demon Cave, I was facing the exit as soon as they started me. I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't speak Chinese.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Why are you leaving town?
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Pier uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir toeruk.
What good would running do? Why not find yourself a solution?
Sisayer ifogwoso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwaranuir. Woyower apafawayer sisier sisitu tog. Woyer wak finir seer.
Do you think things will be any better if you leave town?
Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir iptuki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pier uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir toeruk.
Do you know where I could hire on with these slavers?
Sisayer ifogwoso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwaranuir.
Why did the Great Dam open? If the dam is open, why is the river so low? Can you tell me more about the pirates?
Noni wowo sayer tar, wowo wir ignisaro kunkna.
Where is Fuyao's father?
Noni wowo sayer tar, wowo wir ignisaro kunkna.
So you're single?
Woyo wir apafawa yer sisi tu tok. Wowo yer wak finir sier.
I will let you be on your way.
Koni yo kyo yer kawa yer wokawa yer watita osia kwani nipa yer.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Too bad, because trouble just found you.
Mostly, I think this woman could probably kick the crap out of you.
Ice shard. White demon.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
You two know each other?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Who was this child?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Where's the child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Su mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name?
Why do you have an interest in that?
I am charged with finding the protege of a dear friend. With the river preventing travel, you must be from further out on the borderlands, the direction he said to look. After seeing you fight, I have no doubt. I fought under his command. I see his teachings in your moves. Sun Li is your master, and you are the one I am to meet.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Master Li told me who he was because I am his student. How do you know?
I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
More importantly, did he succeed? Arrogance, yes, but also audacious.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
How could the Emperor kill a god?
The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain and Dirge fell, she became vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens.
The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power?
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
Standard operating procedure. No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
I am always ready to learn.
Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magical weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Spirit Thief. Sounds useful. Let's replace Toad Demon.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
There's got to be more to this story.
But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
Alright, I'll take care of those thugs for you.
Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now, in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Anything back here? Oh, jeez. My skin! A bar of nickeled iron. So why did they have a cask here that just exploded when opened?
You really shouldn't be here. Mr. Tate is not like others to observe him working.
Okay.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tian's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
Who are you?
I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tian's Landing all my life, but now I'm ashamed to say I wish I lived somewhere else.
Why do you wish that?
Everything in Tian's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can.
Tell me about your troubles.
You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tian's Landing.
Things have never been easy in Tian's Landing.
Yeah, so this place always sucked. Good to know.
The Emperor won't allow those slaving pirates to keep attacking the villages. You'll see.
I'm sure the Emperor's gonna get right on that. Merchant area, forest, boathouse, beggar's pier. Of course it would be on the other side of town.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter.
Hold on a sec. We've got company.
You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
White demon. Heavenly wave. My strength will be white demon.
Still getting the hang of this heavenly wave thing. For some reason I keep expecting it to be a projectile, but it's just melee attacks that have slowdown on them.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that?
I can believe it.
They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lan sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
Most people can't protect themselves from a 3-on-1 situation. She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Involved in what, exactly?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So why don't you go talk to her?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Perhaps because you haven't spoken to her in years when you were her friend? You heartless prick. Have you told any of this to Lan?
No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too.
Maybe I could talk to Eiling for you.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Let's see. Boathouse. Boathouse. That's the boathouse.
This here's a private club. Members only.
Open this door or I'll break it down.
No chance. It's braced from the other side. You can't get in unless you're a member.
I need to speak to Eiling about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
I didn't say so in the first place because I didn't think that would work. Nice little tune. Horse Lord tactics. Unlike the ordered armies of the Jade Empire, the Horse Lords favor lightly armored units of horsemen who can move rapidly over the field of battle. Moving like a rushing tide, small groups of horsemen harry all angles of their opponent's flanks. Armed with bows almost to a man, these mounted archers can rain destruction upon unprepared foes. While the Horse Lord tactics are surprisingly effective, their men lack the discipline of the Imperial army. For all the damage they can inflict, the Horse Lord forces have difficulty holding strategic locations. For now, the Jade Empire exists in an uneasy peace with the Horse Lords, leaving the savages to their arid lands north of the Seat of Heaven province. So, Mongols and Kipchaks.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
Really? I think fighting our way out of here would be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems doable.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
I'm glad you're taking this so well. Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
I suspected. Bay never said anything about this.
No, I bet he didn't. Wouldn't want to go around telling people how he left me high and dry, would he? But the fact is, Bay promised to marry me long before that seamstress batted her brazen little eyes at him. He didn't even have the decency to tell me himself. Even now he'd rather get beaten up every day than face me, or he sends someone in his place, like you.
That's because he's terrified of you.
I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Honestly, I'm single.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Bay can't marry you. He already proposed to Eiling.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shan had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Oh, I don't like being forced to make this decision. Oh. Like, I want to assert that he's totally a dick right now. But at the same time, like, I like her and I don't want her to actually have to put up with this moron. Like, she's better than this. Seems like you're being unreasonable, Eiling.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eiling. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Oh boy, you are really needing to let this go. Okay, choice 3 is hilarious. but I'm not going to say it. But for the record, that's hilarious. Wait, Eiling, you said you'd never make Bay unhappy.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You changed too.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Honestly, this is one... normally, I'm pretty mercenary about these things, but this is one instance that... keep your dowry, Lon. I was just happy to help.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
So, I'm still single.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
You could still find a husband.
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Maybe I can help you find a husband. Yeah?
Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Yes, I'll marry you.
Don't make me laugh. I'm looking to start a family and live a nice, quiet life. Somehow I don't see that kind of domestic tranquility in your near future. You've got that wandering hero look. And I'm not interested in a husband who's going to be out traveling the Empire or saving the world.
Oh, you got me. Tell me about the town's bachelors.
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
You seem to have gotten over Bay pretty quickly.
The only reason I was interested in Bay was because I figured he was my only chance of ever finding a husband, and I knew he was a decent guy. It's not like he was the love of my life or anything. He just seemed like a logical choice. There's not a lot of options in this town.
Ah, yes, a limited pool can be a problem. I'll be back once I find you a husband.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
I feel weirdly invested in this side quest. Hiya!
You got something to say, you say it to Eiling. She's in charge here. You got something to say, you say it to Eiling.
Nice.
She's in charge here.
I appreciate the number of voice clips you guys made. The land of howling spirits. To the west of the Jade Empire proper lies the land of howling spirits, a range of sheer mountains and desolate, haunted passes. Not many men dwell in this harsh land. It does not support much in the way of communities, and those who dwell there are hardy mountain folk who rely on themselves and their herds of goats more than trust in nature. There is one exception to this rule. High in the mountains lies a secluded monastery, home to a reclusive and mysterious order known as the Spirit Monks. They tend an unknown charge in their sealed monastery. No one, not even an emperor, has been able to discover what lies within. The monks possess strange powers, but they exist in balance with nature. Eventually, that land will be absorbed, and the Empire shall learn its secrets. Wasn't absorbed so much as annihilated. Yeah, level up. I think I'm going to continue doing my 1 point of magic, 2 points of body. Okay. Got 5 points, and I need 10 for max damage, so I'm probably just going to hold out on that. What's the book icon mean? Is that just like your journal's updated, or what's going on there? Apparently that was all it was.
Your move, old goat.
Hmm?
You taught me much, Xian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please. You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
Taui ir kawana ir soni ir ipoki.
What exactly are you two doing?
Wanakapir sari awaf, van sier surufus isinosaurus usuno.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Mm-hmm. I got some questions. You are very rude, sir.
Forgive him. Had my former master bothered to remember his manners, he might have told you that we are not from Tien's Landing. We know little of the events here.
What kind of training can you two offer?
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
Nararo, na pirarpirni, niktakatashi.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you two have
Jian
fun.
the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
Sisair pawao, tikotro tuaso.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
What are you getting at?
Ipanar nuko iwa ir, nikasanarir, iruro ninua sa irkana.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Usair kokonato, tanatia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato sir ipanoneniko.
So I wonder if this is restricted by my morality bar.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you?
I seek your training, Mistress Vo.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready.
Okay, need my morality slider harder
When
in
you
one
feel that
direction.
you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me.
Yeah, I guess I'm still pretty mired in the middling section. Oh, by who away? Oh dear.
Pretty.
Go afaway sun urk fonir uk. Uxir sa fit kup wasarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika will fonil sataraponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
I'm not even sure that was thievery.
Things have never been easy in Tian's Landing.
Merchant Chung. Old Masters. Beggar's Pier. Ruse Barge. The Darting Lynx. Was Chung the guy I was looking for?
Ignore the spots. You won't catch anything from me. Well, nothing dangerous.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you?
That's a lot to see in just a glint.
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand. Can I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
You mistake me for a farmer, sir. Do you sell wind maps?
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tian's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say... but it is not important.
Tell me.
Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him.
The guy calls himself Death's Hand. Have you ever considered that maybe your Emperor is a dick?
Absolutely not. How dare you question our beloved Emperor? Absolutely not. Please stop talking to me.
No, I'm going to continue talking to
If you
you.
will desist from your traitorous talk, we can speak once more about buying and selling.
How's about I pick you up by the ankles and shake you?
I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fish nets, and superb boat scrubbers.
Seriously, this guy. Do you have anything useful?
I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
You don't actually have anything I'd want, do you?
Who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it?
Okay, we're done here.
Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell.
I am much more inclined to beat this man than I am that guy that picked up the sword earlier. I honestly think that that guy might have just been a little slow in the head, and he saw a cool sword and just picked it up to look at it.
Konio nuyu, koki tatasina. Sun puno onuyusi taikunpa ibnano pirni wonun.
I'm tempted to insult him, but let's start with a little more tact. You know, I have a hard time identifying when people are intoxicated. I don't spend a lot of time around them, and when I do, I just always think that they're just weird or gregarious or something until they fall over, and then I was like, oh, okay, you're drunk. What have they taken?
Wonoir efuir uk sunorgfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsovir uk napir anigir ninpir. Owo sayer uyukab tantharundano wo tarwair shathir owo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksiro finopifu.
I'm guessing he's already told the authorities about it, because they seem powerless to do anything, so is there something I could do to help?
Wonoir efuir uk sunorgfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsovir uk napir anigir ninpir. Usosier uthak tarwair shathir owosu.
I'll go talk to Tong for you.
Wo quair ano uyu, kubkithir soso wawer wakwakir tower wo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwail shaksiro finopifu.
Yes, that discount on all the items that you will never have is going to be very useful. Courtesan.
Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
I think you have to have a court before you can have a courtesan. That's just a prostitute.
Oifoia uksonkop noko isansia.
Hello! You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant Xipeng, mightiest merchant of Tian's Landing. But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of your honorable time.
Well then.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Yes, everyone you know and love is dead.
Another day, another bowl of rice, I hope. It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get paid much, but we sure earn it.
Uncertain if sarcasm? Are y'all's enjoying the multiple people with the exact same voice, or,
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here.
I am a unique personality. What kind of shows would you normally put on?
You You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right?
No, just a bodybuilder.
I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
They really want me to ask about her name, but I really don't care. Show me what you can teach and what you have for sale.
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tien's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Oh, let's see. Okay, got some gems. Balance of nature, hawk's elegance, conditioning of the body, swallow's grace. Alright, so focus and chi up. Focus up, health down. Health up, chi down. Charm up, intuition down. Really don't particularly care for these negative impact ones. But there's literally no downside to that, aside from it being obscenely expensive. Obscenely. But at the same time, it's like the only thing I've seen in this town worth buying. So, here we go. I can get rid of some of these gems that I'm not using. No. I'm gonna keep 3 on me for if and when I find that other piece of my amulet that will no doubt allow me to slot more gems. Dong. Alright, where's this Tong fellow?
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain, understand?
You're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
I strongly recommend firing everyone. Looks like you got problems, bro.
Come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Your men don't respect you very much, do they?
They're good men, but we're all a bit mad right now. The Great Dam is open and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship is stranded here like a lame water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
If the river is too low and fast, why don't you go close the dam?
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
I did just spend a ton of money, but I don't think Baihu is the kind of guy to be pumping people for cash like some filthy capitalist. I'll close the dam for you.
The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
All of it? How do I get to the dam?
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
Mm-hmm. I'll come back.
Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It was hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Okay, you captain a ship. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but while ostensibly being in charge of a group of people, like, you basically need everyone's help. Like, just because you're in charge of them doesn't mean that they aren't helping you. Hey. Ah, there's Tong. Let's lock in a quick save here. Hiya! I may not be willing to pump people for money, but I'm not above a little vandalism and looting. You Tong?
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows.
You stole a figurine from Merchant Chung.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
Maybe you should give it back now.
But I like it. My ma used to have lots of little figurines like that one. I ain't seen her in a long time. This helps remind me of her.
Oh. Oh, I don't care for this. I do have intuition boost. Like, I don't want to just yell this guy down in this situation. He's obviously going through a rough time and not being malicious. We're gonna try the intuition and hope it works. The figurine was a gift from Chung's own mother.
A gift from his ma? Oh, jeez, I guess he probably wants it back, huh? Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all.
Hey, it's okay. Don't cry.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Ah, that's just rough. I feel like that's a special symbol on here. Let's talk to Dawnstar for a second.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I am interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you? Aside from, you know, the mass murder of everyone you've ever known?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li.
somehow I don't think the Imperial capital is going to have less strange enemies and troubling plots.
Be well, my friend.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor.
You're saying you need help, but not mine.
That is exactly the case. You are not worthy to help me in my task. I need someone who understands that discord, friction, and trial are the true sources of strength. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
I agree that we are wasting time. It's not that I don't understand that sometimes you just need to punch a dude in the face. It's just that, like, you don't need to be a dick to people. That's really what it comes down to for me. Oh, that's just the back way over there, which I think the gate's closed over there. Welcome back, Siv. How was your lunch? What did you have? Was it tasty?
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Tell me about the carbohydrates.
Konio nuyu, kokeir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnanopir ni wonum.
Were they complex? I have your figurine here.
Wo yakuptir, nishin warwair, wo suir kak. Akwi wo ofir, san kasoir wo siyutana. Onuyuir napair, wo quair shapshir fan onuyusair ikupan.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Shane simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
Perhaps if Minister Shang did not refer to himself in the third person, people would think better of him. Well, I know what he's minister of. There's no point in asking that. What kind of problems do you have?
This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Why is the Great Dam open?
I have nary a clue. Unless... very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Hey, what did you just give me? Is that a key?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you anything. Although I will need that back when you're done. Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be proper.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
What can you tell me about these famed pirates?
The pirates are just one more affliction that plagues this troubled town, and yet another headache for poor Minister Sheng. They raid the surrounding countryside, swooping down with their flyers to capture slaves. Do you know how bad it looks when someone under my jurisdiction is captured by slavers? Fortunately, they haven't attacked the town itself yet. Gao, the man I hear is running them, knows that would draw too much attention.
But there are pirates wandering all over this town.
The drunks clogging up the streets aren't pirates. They're only traveling merchants, sailors who were trapped here when the dam was open. Minister Sheng finds them to be an annoyance, but not a concern worth worrying about. If the dam is closed, they will simply disappear. Not like Gao and his pirates.
Did you say Gao was in charge?
Yes, I believe that was his name. Gao. An unsavory character by all accounts. There are even rumors he is connected to that infamous crime syndicate known as the Guild. The pirates have been operating in this area for many years, or so I was told. However, things became much more serious when Gao took over. The pirates started using flyers and gathering slaves at an enormous rate. I imagine things are very unpleasant over at their camp. Not that I'm willing to go take a look.
Hasn't anybody tried to stop them?
Are you accusing Minister Sheng of neglecting this problem? It's not that easy. One can't simply point and say, the pirates are over there. Well, actually, one can. But the only approach is by river, and no sane bargeman would be willing to risk such a journey. Sane people don't go looking for the pirates. They avoid them. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes, Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. Oh Yes, let's. Nothing would please Minister Sheng more.
Has a fleet of flyers passed by recently?
I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say.
Well, I need to find a flyer.
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite. I suppose in
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, it's good enough.
Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the great dam, and I never said that.
Quite. Let's see. Chung. Yes. Minister Sheng is nothing if not tactful. Okay, tea house, campsite. You know, I thought Eiling said there was some dude in the southwest that was like a craftsman. I wanted to look into that for her.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates are...
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Audio's gotten a little peculiar. Greetings, stranger. I noticed you speaking with Minister Sheng. I wonder if I could have but a moment of your time. Who are you?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia.
Exactly how much are you selling your wine for?
Wonoa ea sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifo.
20 silver? That's outrageous.
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia.
What sort of help do you need?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia. Niwupa ea kupu sa ea Elworth kraka ea nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shathia uko. Niwu sosawa ea wak tasi no ni nano yopa napia ifa ea ok.
No, he did not. None of your business.
Niwupa ea kupu sa ea Elworth kraka ea nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shathia uko. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia. Wonoa ea sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifo.
Oh my god, this is so short-sighted. I'm not going to doom this entire town, you bloody moron.
Oifo ya uksonko noko isansia.
Oh yes, the new realities like the, dried up river, which may not be fatal, but then there's the slaver raids that are also occurring, and the ghosts, quote unquote, that are infesting everything.
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia.
The smart ones who play. Oh. Yes, he is an excellent capitalist, and I really want to punch him. What if I expose your plan? I want no part of this. Douchebag.
This town needs the river to survive. If someone doesn't close the dam, we're doomed.
Don't be like that.
Ah, Chuman.
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked.
Who are you?
I'm Chuman the Craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine woodwork items. A merchant who may not be in business much longer, I'm afraid. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
I really can't lend him any silver. I kind of spent all mine. I hear you're looking for a wife.
You are well informed about our little town, stranger. It's true, I've thought about marriage. Sometimes I've even thought a good woman could help me run my business better. Why do you bring this up? Do you know of a suitable young woman who would be willing to marry a simple craftsman like myself?
Do you know Eiling?
Eiling? The gang leader? She's beautiful, to be sure, but I've heard her beauty is only surpassed by her savage brutality. Why would I want to marry her?
She could help you in your business.
Well, she did turn that gang of thugs into a rather efficient criminal organization, and she is quite attractive. I guess it couldn't hurt to go talk to her. Come on, let's go see Eiling. Hello, Eiling. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. I'm pleased to meet you.
What's wrong with you? You look like you're gonna throw up. If you vomit on my floor, you'll be cleaning it up yourself.
Chuman is just a little shy.
Forgive me, but this isn't easy. Things are moving quite quickly here. I'm more used to taking things slow and careful. Perhaps it's the nature of being a craftsman.
That's right. You're a woodworker, aren't you? I remember seeing your wares in the market square. You've made some beautiful pieces.
He's a true artist.
I'm an excellent craftsman, but I'm terrible at business. Between suppliers who don't deliver what they promise and customers who won't pay, I can barely afford to feed myself.
You two both seem to already know a lot about each other. I think you wanted me to introduce you?
You're a sensitive man, Chuman. You have the gentle soul of an artist. What you need is a woman with some steel in her spine to back you up.
I'd like that, Eileen. I've often thought that if I had someone strong by my side, someone to help me, I could turn things around.
I think Chuman and I should spend some more time getting to know each other. Just the two of us.
Yeah, I'll leave you two alone.
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
I've never seen so much silver before. I've been owed it, but I never managed to collect.
I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful partnership.
I never knew you were such a romantic, though I always knew you had a generous heart.
Shut up. I still don't want to be your boyfriend. Alright, well, I have another activity to get through, so I think helping Eiling find a man is going to have to close it out for today. Nope, and my headset just told me that the battery is low, so good timing. As always, I appreciate y'all's coming out to hang with me. You can go back to your Skyrim playing there, Civ. Which I'm assuming you probably never actually stopped doing. And Punch, you and Interceptor, have yourselves a good day. I appreciate being able to amuse you as you amuse me. Words. They're difficult sometimes. There is a fair chance that we will be back at it again tomorrow. I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays are kind of my best times since I have both those nights off. So I will put out the word if we're going to stream again tomorrow when we get there. Alright. Thanks again for coming out. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you next time.